Hello everyone. Today I'm very happy and thrilled to introduce my friend Nandini Kamalakar, who is Bangalore-based artist. Yes, a business consultant, MBA professional, turned artist, presenting a very interesting and inspiring story of my friend artist Nandini Kamalakar. Now let's welcome her. Welcome Nandini. Welcome to our show.
Thank you so much, Hema. Thanks, all of you.
First of all, I congratulate you as you have secured KALADARPANA Women Achiever Award for this year. Congratulations for that. Hearty
Thank you.
congratulations to you. Hmm.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Hema, to you and to your organization for providing this platform and also giving recognition to artists like us with, so much of, we are able to come and we are able to share our work and talent to a wider audience. So I think in that way, your organization and you, I think you've put a lot of effort to help artists like us. So I'm very grateful for that.
It's my pleasure. As being an artist, I should do this. It's my pleasure. Thank you,
Yeah.
Nandini. So, request you to introduce yourself.
Sure. I'm Nandini Kamalakar, and I've been working as a professional artist for the last 8.5 years. Actually, I've been doing art since childhood. I've always had interest in art and various art forms. So, as a hobby, I've always been doing it some way or the other. And since my younger days itself, I've been doing it, even though I don't have a formal art degree. So, I used to do a lot of artwork in school. And when I was young itself, my parents had joined me in Chitrakala Parishad. So I had attended several of their art camps, and for school students, they used to also organize several classes. So I think from that, my interest increased in art. And I used to take part in various competitions from the school age itself, and I won several prizes. Of course, later on, after high school and all that, the focus was more on to studies and, to go into a professional degree. So that is the direction which I also moved in, but I was always doing art as a hobby, definitely for relaxation and to improve my focus and concentration because it helps even in your studies and it gives you a lot of balance in your life. So
Correct.
I was always doing art somewhere or the other. I never gave up. And then, of course, I went on to do a degree in a PSc, and then I've done an MBA, and then I started working as a business consultant. But even there, even in the companies and all, I've always taken part in various art shows and art competitions. And then, of course, after working for about 14 years, I decided to give up my corporate career. And there are two areas that I've always wanted to focus on. One is definitely art, and the other is professional counseling. So, since 2015, I've been focusing on these two areas. And I have to say that I'm hugely satisfied with the work that I'm doing in both of the areas. It's been very satisfying. There's a lot to learn on a daily basis, and I see myself growing as a professional. And I've interacted with so many people. I went back to Chitrakala Parishad. I joined some classes there, the basic and advanced levels for modern art as well as Mysore painting. And I got to meet a lot of professional artists, and I think that's how I interacted with you also, Hema, and several other artists and teachers who encouraged me at that point also to move forward in this area. And I think that's how I would say that it's maybe a second coming, for my art career. And yes, as I say, I've been able to contribute in my own way. And I'm still learning. It's a never-ending process. They say that, you'll never be perfect at any time. It's always you'll be a work in progress. So I think that's the stage that I'm also in. But yes, there's a lot of satisfaction and there's a lot of happiness with what I'm doing.
Very happy for you, Nandini. So very happy to have you in our show also. Uh,
Thank you.
Tell me something about your awards and recognitions,
Yeah.
exhibitions, and also exhibitions.
Yes, I've been actually very enthusiastic about doing shows, and I've done a lot of gallery shows. So right when we finished our course at Parishad, of course, they organize your end of course shows. So that is one, one level of exhibitions that I've done. But apart from that, I've done other shows also, which have been organized by other private organizations. Some of the notable ones are, of course, the Chitra Sante, which is organized by Parishad every year.
Yes.
Then another national level show is Kala Nirvana, which is also a very well-known national level organization. So this was a show which was in Hyderabad.
Hmm.
And then I've done Akanksha shows, both online and offline. So this is also a very recognized organization, which gives a platform for women artists, especially. And I've also done I'm also a part of an organization called Bookmark Collective, which is a global organization giving a platform for artists from several countries. So I've done two shows with them, both organized in Amsterdam. And these shows were focused on spirituality. And since I work as a Mysore painting artist and also modern art, so for this show, I decided to do some fusion art, combining both modern as well as Mysore art. And the outcome was, I think it was quite likable. And apart from that, there are several flea market shows and local shows in Bangalore itself, which I take part in on a regular basis. And of course, during the COVID season, since it wasn't possible to do physical live shows, there was an opportunity to do several online shows. So that is what I had taken part in. A couple of important ones like Manikarnika, Creators Art, and you have India Art Carnival. So these are some of the shows that I've taken part in, and I've also won some prizes for my displays.
Very interesting and inspiring story, actually. Many people who are watching this, they'll be inspired, definitely, I think. So, any future plans, Nandini?
Of course, I definitely want to learn and contribute more to the art field. And since I'm already, working as a Mysore painting artist, I think that is going to be one area of focus, because I find it to be a very interesting style, and the intricacy and the beauty of the art form and the figures itself is I think that itself is a reason for us to explore this particular art form. And of course it's the you could say it's the art form of Karnataka, the state that we belong to. And I would say that it's a very beautiful, subtle art form that everybody should try to explore, when they get a chance. So that is going to be my focus. There's a lot to learn, lot to explore in that field. And I think the other field is definitely watercolors, because it's something that I find very relaxing. That's what I've realized. I mean, it's not that oil and acrylic is not, but I find, of course, watercolors is a bit more challenging. But yeah, I mean, I think the entire process is much more relaxing than the other art forms. So I think that is going to be my focus in the near future. Yeah.
How do you manage your professional and personal life?
Yeah, I think it's always important to strike a balance. And yeah, I mean, there has never been any restriction from my family as such to, focus on my career. I mean, even when I was working in the corporate, so there has always been a lot of encouragement from my family to, focus on my artwork, my counseling career, and to contribute and, to at the end of the day, be satisfied with what you are doing in your life. Yeah.
Correct. Thank you, Nandini. Thank you, Tess. Thanks for your time. Can you please give
Thank you
some
so much,
feedback
Hema.
about our organization?
Yeah, definitely. I think I really appreciate the good work that your organization Kaladarpana is doing, along with I think the efforts that you yourself have put in to encourage the several talented people, to contribute in different fields. And it's really nice that you are encouraging people in various talents, whether it is art or singing or music or drama, the kind of platform you're providing. And I've seen that you organize several events on a regular basis, and there are so many people, so many young students who are taking part in your events. And, it's really nice to see that people are being encouraged, young students are being encouraged, because I think only with this kind of motivation that, they will continue in that field. Otherwise, it's like they might feel, what is the point? If I have this talent, I'm not able to showcase it to the world. So I think that way, what you and your organization are doing is really very nice, very commendable. So I truly appreciate all your efforts, you and your entire team.
Thank you very much, Nandini. Thanks for your time. Please do come with your family and friends on the
Uh,
occasion of award ceremony and collect your award. Thank you
Definitely.
very much,
Thank you so much,
Nandini.
Hema. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you.